Hi everybody. I'm not in the office at the moment, so I can't go live. But what I can do is do little videos to the my mobile and upload them from here. I obviously need to talk about what's happening in America at the moment, because if you're watching the mainstream media, you're not really getting told much, if anything at all. What's happening at the moment in America is, quite frankly, an insurrection. It's an uprising of people against a repressive government, which is what it is. This is a government that has basically, they're almost trying to create an underclass of people by the look of it, with how much they're giving away to the banks, etc. So the people have got fed up, and it was the straw that broke the camel's back was the killing, the murdering of the of George Floyd. Um, there's been widespread protests throughout America over the last 2 nights. It's spread to multiple cities. Now, what I'm about to show you is clips from that I found off YouTube, and just the sort of thing that's going on over there, and the sort of brutality that the police are resorting to against their own people, remember. And what do you expect from a police force that's trained by the IDF? And then at the end of the video, I'm going to link in what President Trump has just tweeted on Twitter after 2 nights of unrest. This guy is an unhinged madman. He's basically just declared civil war on his own people. He's declared open war on his own people if you actually read his tweets and look into it. And there's no hope of getting him out. There's no salvations here for America in elections, because if you actually look at the election that's coming up in November, and you look and you play this out, then what the election this November is going to be between, in what they say is the greatest nation on earth and the leader of the free world, it's going to be between a guy who, let's face it, is corrupt, is racist, is a whenever he opens his mouth, half the time he's lying, and the other half, you just don't know what he's bloody talking about. He's making no sense. He's got a history of malfeasance with women, and allegations of rape against him. And his opponent is going to be Donald Trump. And that's the state of affairs in America right now. The people of America, you need to rise up against this. And to those police out there, to those thugs, they're the real thugs, by the way. I know Trump called the protesters the thugs. No, the police are the thugs. You're about to see the video that proves it. To those thugs, I will say this. Let's see whether you think that your actions right now are a good idea in a year's time, when you realise that they've took off with your pensions. Watch the video, watch what these poor people are putting up with in America right now, and spread the word. This has got to change in America, because if it doesn't, this madman is gonna press the button. Just because, I don't know, he doesn't like what Jack at Twitter has said about him. Take a look, everybody. This is America right now.
kidding me? You fucking piece of shit!
It's a very violent struggle for the barricade, and it's gone back and forth between both sides a couple of times. It seems like the protesters have gotten the upper hand a couple of times. They've been able to rip away parts of the barricade.
Did you notice in that last tweet, he didn't even spell there right? It's T-H-E-R-E. There's an idiot in the White House. Everybody. To the people in America, many of my friends are over there. I would say protest. And you know what? I would say learn from your friends in the CIA, because remember the protesters over in Hong Kong, the CIA were teaching them how to protest and how to get organised and how to use social media to your advantage. They had code words that they would shout out, remember, like steam or water or vapour, to say whether people needed to disperse or come together in an area, you know, and use code words like that. You need to fight back against this, because Donald Trump has just declared, it looks like to me at least, he's declared civil war on his own people. And if you don't fight back against this, well, you know what? Some of you might get hurt. Some of you might even die. But if you don't actually take this opportunity to rise up and overthrow this absolutely corrupt and vicious, rapacious oligarchy that is just ruining the planet, then way more of you are going to die, and certainly millions, maybe even billions around the world. I'm with you, and I know that many other people around the world are, and we're looking on, and we've got our fingers crossed for you, and we are hoping that you can rise up against this. You've got a madman in the White House, and voting, I'm afraid you're not going to find any salvation in elections. We're with you, everybody.